Fishermen like to tell all sorts of stories. Whether they just caught the biggest one they'd ever seen, or they swear they don't have a drinking problem, less than believable fish tales are often prone to exaggeration. This is not one of those stories.
It's like I had this gorgeous 22-inch walleye, which, you know what? That's as big as you keep. Everything else goes back in.
That's a fisherman from Minnesota who was visiting his hometown in North Dakota earlier this month and had some success at one of his favorite local fishing spots.
4.5 pound walleye. You know, it's a nice fish and it's big.
But when he stopped off for some pizza, the walleye in the back of his vehicle desperately wanted to return to its natural habitat, or at least a close approximation.
So I'm holding this fish, getting ready and stuff like that, and all of a sudden it flip-flops onto the street. Okay, not a big deal. I go down to grab it, boom, 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 right into the, the drain sewer. It's like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it's true. Newly installed traffic cameras in the surveillance state of North Dakota captured the whole thing. Our fisherman here moves away from his open trunk, and the fish flops out of his hands into the street and down the damn drain.
Yeah, that was it. That was the you've got to be kidding moment right there.
It's fair to say that many people might consider that fish to be a goner. And besides, the Ninja Turtles could use a bit of seafood in their diet.
So, I can see through the slots here. You can see the light coming through and I can see the fish. It's flopping. What do you do with this? I'm going, maybe it's just like a big manhole cover, Maybe I can lift this, thing up and, of course I grab it. It's like, that's going nowhere. That's going nowhere. That's when the angler became dead set on retrieving that fish and whatever putrid filth it was picking up from the runoff of a city street. And so, just as an intrepid outdoorsman at a mountain basin or along our pristine Atlantic coast would, our fisherman here sought to retrieve his catch from the municipal drainage system. I'm sitting here trying to snag, and I snag it. I get the fish. It's like, oh, and then it pops out. It's like, okay, it's possible.
This camera catches the man's next attempt as he puts his head against the sewer.
So then I go back in, I'm going at it again, and I hook into it. It's like, okay, this seems pretty solid.
And there he goes again, face down in the gutter, searching for his lost fish.
Pull it up slowly, grab the fish by the back of the head, and slowly pull it out of the deal.
This time it works and the walleye's removed from the urban infrastructure.
So then we stand up, we take the picture away from the gutter, right?
Our fisherman then snaps a picture with this walleye, which appears to be about as clean as you would expect.
Even the goofiest things like fish down a drain, it's like you got that story, and it's like sometimes it's even better than the fish you caught, sorry.
It's not clear if the man went on to eat this fish, but if he did, considering the EPA notes that untreated water in storm drains can contain anything from chemicals to fertilizers to paint to motor oil to bacteria from pet waste, let's hope he found himself a better marinade.